The Polokwane International Airport has announced that it's unable to receive flights during cloudy weather due to technical issues with the air navigation system. The problems stem from a recent software update by Air Traffic and Navigation Services. The software challenge has directly impacted the airport's ability to provide clear landing visuals in cloudy weather conditions. To talk more on the challenges at the Polokwane International Airport, we're joined by Gateway Airports Authority Limited CEO Mokgadi Matli. Good evening, Mokgadi. Thank you very much for joining us on the late edition. Let's start with just characterizing the issues at the airport. What are the issues and how long have they been there?
Good evening, Fundo, and thank you for interviewing us tonight. Maybe just a bit of a tweak in terms of the challenges that we have. The challenges that we have are actually related to instrument flight procedures rather than an upgrade of a system. So these are procedures that are written by ATNS, and they are approved by CAA, which is the aviation regulator. So these procedures are supposed to go to the regulator every 5 years by ATNS and get approval from the regulator. The challenge is that last year, July, the procedures were suspended, and ATNS was given an extension to work on the procedures and get them approved by the 31st of March. Unfortunately, that process has not been successful, and as such, from the 1st of April, those procedures were then suspended again. So as we stand now, our instrument flight procedures have been suspended.
Perhaps we can delve deeper into the issues around those procedures. What is exactly wrong with the procedures that led to them being suspended?
So the procedures are meant to ensure that there is safe landing in the airports, and this is done by ATNS, which actually they do for all the airports in the country. As we speak now, there are other 4 airports that are experiencing the same challenge. So what happens is that the procedures must be aligned to the regulations according to South African Civil Aviation Authority, but also to international standards as they change from time to time. So in the 5 years that we are ATNS is supposed to update these procedures, the idea is to make sure that they are aligned to the latest changes in the regulations. So what has this done to
Pardon me for interjecting there, just in the interest of time. What has this meant then for your operations currently with the suspension of those procedures?
So we have had a number of interruptions in terms of flights that we had to cancel because of cloudy weathers, and we have also had a lot of delays in terms of the flights. So if I look from the 1st to today, we have missed about 6 of the 16 flights that were scheduled.
So where to from here now?
We had a conversation with ATNS this morning, and they confirmed that those procedures were submitted to CAA, and they are currently in the legal department, and they're anticipating that before the end of the week, we are hoping that those procedures would be updated and they will be approved by CAA. And once the approval is attained, then we would be back to normal operation. So in the meantime, all we can do is to support our passengers and keep updating them on the latest updates.
But it wouldn't be advisable for them to come to the Polokwane International Airport at this point?
We still encourage that the passengers do come to the airport. We are doing our best to keep to normal schedule. However, in the morning, we do anticipate that we will have some mornings where we have a challenge, and our airline has confirmed that communication will go to our passengers on days that we have challenges. But the airport is operational, and we are receiving passengers when we have favorable weather conditions.
All right. Mokgadi, thank you very much for your time. That's Gateway Airports Authority Limited CEO Mokgadi Matli speaking to us.